I'm sorry for the clickbait title, but these days that's what you have to do in order to get eyeballs. At least until you get over like Rover, and I'm not there yet. So for that, I apologize. That being said, last night, or rather 2 nights ago, on Christmas at Holiday Bash, Cody Rhodes defeated Sammy Guevara to become the 3-time TNT Champion on the first ever Christmas edition of Rampage. Now think about it. This is important from a historical standpoint because Tony Khan and AEW, for the most part, are trying to hit these quote-unquote historical beats for the lapsed wrestling fan. The same fan who was seemingly evaporated into the ether when World Championship Wrestling, aka WCW, ceased to exist. And let's be clear on this one statement. We don't count the WWE version, not in this house hoot. The fact of the matter is that in the early 2000s, a ton of wrestling fans essentially got Thanos. They got snapped, baby. Out the paint, out the picture. And with that, a large chunk of the wrestling audience went with it. Like it or not, at times, AEW tries to, in many respects, pay tribute to the classic wrestling eras. Be it cameos by Greg the Hammer Valentine during the strap match, a spot-on hit-up, what's good, what's going on with Baron Von Raschke in Minnesota, Owen Hart in the Owen Hart tournament, aka the Owen, Arn and Tully, Sting, and so many others that I can't remember because my brain is essentially made out of pudding. The significance of last night, as it stands, or rather 3 nights ago, Christmas, Saturday on Christmas, you know what Christmas was, ho ho ho, sucker. For a few reasons it stands out. Number one, Jim Crockett, son, and the brother of Jim Crockett Jr., aka David Crockett, not David Crockett, but David Crockett, as well as some of the Crockett family was in attendance. Number two, the match took place in Greensboro, North Carolina, which is classic Christmas wrestling territory from the 80s. If you don't know, now you know. I kinda know, but now you know, sucker. Number three, as I said earlier, Holiday Bash will mark Cody Rhodes as the first ever 3-time TNT Championes. Taking the build, or lack thereof, into account, we had Cody Rhodes interrupt TNT champion Sammy Guevara, cutting a very short, very Cody-esque promo before moving close to Sammy's face, and in classic cocky heel fashion, saying, "Good luck, kid," before teasing the AEW heel tunnel. Ooh, teasers, we love those. Think about it though. The beauty of all this is that the crowd's reaction to Cody has been for the most part hostile. It's almost like an inside joke at this point. I wanna, and I'd like to believe that Cody Rhodes is incredibly self-aware when you look at the things he does. From the golden shovel, after the good old sledgehammer stair spot, if you want to call spot. I hate saying the word spot. I'm not a wrestler, but you get the idea. Coming down to the middle of the stage, I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not even the guy. I'm Cody Rhodes. And I stand with you, AEW. The infamous throne breaking scene, which took a shot at Triple H. If you want to debate that, you can go on to your wrestling conspiracy theories if you want. But for the most part, I felt like that was a very direct shot at Triple H. All of it is very on the nose. For someone who's supposed to be the quote-unquote good guy, you think about it. That's the joke. The crowd thinks Cody's disingenuous, but he believes he isn't. He believes he's a good guy. And at the end of the day, if you believe it, then is it really a lie?
Jerry, just remember, it's not a lie if you believe it.
Cody, for lack of a better word, is essentially Homelander from the comic/TV show The Boys, when you think about it in that respect. On one front, you have the all-American hero. And on the other front, you have a man who will take you downtown to Chinatown if you turn him. If you turn cross-eyed on him, I don't know. So let's bring it all back around. We saw Cody Rhodes in the match not use 1, not 2, but 3 crossroads, 2 of which were back-to-back, followed by the double underhooks to seal the deal with the Tiger Driver 98. And when he got the double underhooks, what happened? The crowd, they went banana sandwiches, but not in a good way. They was mad. They was heated. All the while, filled with vitriol. The 1, the 2, the 3, the crowd at Greensboro was heavy with anger to the American Nightmare. It's actually brilliant when you think about it in that capacity. The friends come down, they rush into the ring to show honor and reverence for their benevolent leader, patron Cody Rhodes. And you even had David Crockett show up. I think he showed up to seal the deal, right? My memory foggy on that, but I'm pretty sure he came down to also shake his hand and whatever. Wrestling's come back to North Carolina. Wrestling has come back to the South, baby. AEW's here for you. You think about it though. And then AEW Twitter even went so far as to turn off the comments on the post about Cody winning The icing on the cake, Cody Rhodes' little hashtag even has a little logo. The little neck tattoo logo is on the hashtag. All of this from quote-unquote the face, the good guy. In wrestling terminology, Cody Rhodes has gone on to say that he doesn't believe in good guys and bad guys, and that's for good reason. Think about it. For someone who's supposed to be the quote-unquote face, it seems a little pretentious when you wrap everything up in a nice little bow. Is he in, is he out? The Go Big show. He's doing Hollywood, he's doing TV shows, he's doing the AEW matches, he's winning titles. Is he in, is he out? I guess he's in, because he's champion. Ho ho. Think about it though. It's a little pretentious, and I think that's the beauty of Cody Rhodes. AEW is readily aware of what they have with Cody, and Cody knows how to walk that delicate line. Don't be surprised if down the line you see Cody Rhodes turn the Tiger Driver 98 into potentially a pedigree against someone like Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, because brain is pudding, and CM Punk. And it won't be surprised if Cody continues to move on with this face, quote unquote, I love saying quote unquote, persona, all the while the crowd continues to show displeasure. What if Cody Rhodes is already a heel, but we're just too blind to see it? Think about that. Thanks for listening. See you next time.